You're listening to WTIM, your information station. It's time now for your expanded local news. The city of Assumption is cleaning up as of Thursday morning as storms rolled through on Wednesday afternoon around 4:30 p.m. Several power lines were hit and trees were knocked over as heavy winds came through central Illinois. Assumption Mayor Bill Herboard says that the village of Mowequa is helping them clean up the storm damage and getting things back to normal.
We had pretty severe wind and knocked over a lot of things. Uh, Trees. We had a lot of trees and had wires down. But the process right now that the trees are getting taken care of and everything's getting back to normal again.
A thin line of heavy storms moved through Illinois and Wisconsin, with tornado warnings in southern Wisconsin Wednesday afternoon. What looked like a rainout turned into an unforgettable night of racing at the Christian County Fair in Taylorville. Despite heavy rainfall just hours before start time, track crews and volunteers pulled off a near miracle to get the 11th annual Race Fair Night underway. After a short delay, racing began around 8 p.m. in front of a packed crowd. In the dirt car modifieds, Brian Dively of Springfield made a triumphant return to Taylorville's dirt oval after more than 2 decades. Dively surged past early leader Clint Martin to win the 20-lap A main, holding off strong challenges from Zeke McKenzie and Jeremy Nichols. The dirt car sportsman feature saw Springfield's Ethan Schnapp edge out Guy Taylor and Colby Eller in a close three-way battle for the checkered flag, with Indiana's Jordan Almanza and Derek Hufford rounding out that top 5. Wrapping up the night, the dirt car street stock A main featured a bold 3-wide move by Bobby Byler of Blue Mound, who charged to the front to secure the win over Jeremy Nichols and Nick Justice. Fans, officials, and drivers braved the weather and were rewarded with thrilling side-by-side racing across all divisions. Many of the drivers now set their sights on Lincoln Speedway this Friday night, July 18th, for more racing action. For more upcoming events, visit LincolnSpeedwayIL.com. And to see the full results from the Christian County races, visit this story at TaylorvilleDailyNews.com. Roughly 175 people attended the 31st Annual Agriculture Appreciation Luncheon, sponsored by the Christian County Ag Group, at the fairgrounds over the noon hour on Thursday. A host of scholarships were awarded, and those in attendance also heard remarks from Illinois Agriculture Director Jerry Costello. The Christian County Ag Group Scholarship was presented by Ag Group President R.D. Welder to Lily Winans, daughter of Ben and Amy Winans of Mount Auburn. The Christian County Farm Bureau Foundation also awarded $1,500 scholarships to Abby Erlenbush of Mechanicsburg and Lily Winans. Following the scholarship presentations, Ag Director Costello spoke about all the services that the Illinois Department of Agriculture provides to the state, including some that most people probably don't realize.
Department of Agriculture in the state of Illinois, we're probably about 80 to 85% regulatory. We regulate everything from grocery store scales. So when you're buying a pound of turkey at your local deli or grocery store, we're the ones that are making sure you get the pound that you're paying for. We also regulate livestock scales. If you buy a ton of riprap, we're the ones who are making sure that that scale is in fact true as well. We regulate livestock feed, seed, grains, warehouses, pesticide application, cannabis in the state of Illinois since 2019. Fuel pumps, we license every fuel pump in the state of Illinois. So when you go and you buy fuel, you'll see a Department of Agriculture sticker on that fuel pump. We're in charge of making sure that you get the gallon of gas that you pay for.
Costello shared some concerns that he has for the ag industry at this moment.
Obviously, tariff instability is something that we're dealing with. Just to be very blunt, when you look at Mexico, Canada, and China, so those three countries, Mexico, Canada, China, they represent 47 to 48% of ag exports for the United States. 47 to 48% for our entire country. Illinois is a microcosm of that, really. Those three countries represent 46 to 47% of our ag exports. To give you an example, Mexico, the state of Illinois exports about $3 billion of ag products to the country of Mexico. $1.7 billion in corn is what we exported last year to Mexico alone. Canada, a lot of bakery goods are exported to Canada. We're close to $2 billion in exports there.
And Costello encouraged the Christian County Ag Appreciation Luncheon guests to address farmers' mental health as well as their physical health.
It's the Farm Family Resource Initiative. It's our mental health helpline, not hotline, helpline. It's 100% confidential. And why in rural communities is that confidential aspect important? Because if someone drives to their local mental health provider in a small community, people know their truck. They recognize that they're at a doctor's office. And unfortunately, the word gets out at the coffee shop, or people are talking or asking about, what's wrong with so-and-so. This is a helpline. It's 100% confidential. The number is 833 Farm SOS. 833 Farm SOS. That translates to 833 327 6767.
Dick Breckenridge of Taylorville helped found the Christian County Ag Group 31 years ago to promote the importance of agriculture to local economy. The luncheon is the group's major event each year. This will conclude the first portion of your expanded local news, brought to you by Taylorville Community Credit Union. The Christian County Ag Fair announced the winners of the 2025 Miss Christian County Fair Queen pageant. Retiring Queen Delaney Epley crowned new Miss Christian County Fair Queen Lydia Repsher in a ceremony on Tuesday evening. Repsher says this is a dream come true after coming up first runner-up in 2024.
It feels really great. I did this last year. I did the pageant last year and I got first runner-up. So being able to have the opportunity to even do it again and then win has just been great. I have loved every second of it, even though I just got crowned last night. I think last year I was a little nervous my first time competing in Miss, but this year I definitely felt a whole new environment. I felt comfortable and more confident in what I was doing.
Repsher says there's so much that goes behind the scenes to make the event and your night a success.
Of course, you have to go dress shopping and all that stuff. You have to find the perfect swimsuit, the perfect evening gown, the perfect interview dress. But then you also have to have practices about once a week just to learn what you need to do on stage, and also mock interviews. We do 2 mock interviews per the season of practice. So then that gets you ready for the actual interview on the actual pageant night. And it is a lot. You get tons of experience, but you have to be here an hour and a half some nights, and it is a lot of work.
Junior Miss Christian County Jolie Cavatorta was named Junior Miss. She is thrilled with this opportunity after being previously named Little Miss Christian County and shared some advice for her littles.
It feels really good. I won Little Miss Christian County, so to get the opportunity to be Junior Miss as well has just been amazing. I'm really grateful. I don't know. I do it for fun mainly, and I just think it's really good to be able to get on stage and overcome my fear, because I used to be scared of getting on stage, and pageants have really helped me get over that, so it really helps. I would tell her to enjoy every second of it, even if they don't win. Getting on stage, if you lose, it's still an amazing feeling to get up there and participate. And if you win, take lots of pictures, make lots of memories, and enjoy every single second of it, because it goes by way faster than you imagine.
Little Miss Christian County was named, and Avery Nation received the honors. Nation says that it was a lot of fun to hang out with her friends.
You are Little Miss Christian County. How does that feel?
Really good.
Really good. Did you have fun?
Yeah.
What was the most funnest thing you did last night?
Probably like sat at the bottom with all my other friends.
Did you have fun with that?
Yeah.
All right. So you went on stage and you danced?
Yeah.
You danced? What else did you do?
I talked. They asked me questions and I had to answer them.
What question was the hardest, do you think?
Probably what do you want to be when you grow up?
What did you answer?
An artist.
You want an artist? You want to paint?
Yeah. I like painting anything.
Anything. Great. I look forward to my painting of myself later on, okay?
Okay.
All right.
Miss Christian County, Lydia Repsher, says when it comes to advice for young ladies going into pageantry, be yourself.
Just feel confident in yourself. If you don't feel confident in what you're putting on stage, it's going to show. So just feel confident in who you are and be yourself when you're talking to those judges and when you're on stage, because these judges just want to see who you are. They don't want to see who you could be. They just want to see who you are.
The Christian County Fair Queens were guests on the WTIM morning show live from the Christian County Ag Fair. .4-H competitions at the Christian County Fair are coming to a close, but they had their sheep show and more Monday afternoon. This took place on Wednesday, and with many 4-H participants bringing their animals on for judging as well for that master showmanship. Regional Radio News spoke to about 5 of them, Charlie, Harper, Olive, and Opal Ryan, along with Reagan Funderburk, ahead of the event. The Ryans are all related, but are not all siblings. As Charles describes, she and Harper brought 5 sheep to the fair, but have many more at home.
We brought 5, but I'm only showing 3.
All right. How did you pick the 3 out of the 5? You made the other 2 feel sad.
Well, my sister's showing them Harper.
Oh, okay. All
But
right.
we have more at home. We only brought 5, though.
How many do you have at home?
We have 8 in the show barn, but we have like 20 brood ewes, and we have more than just 8 sheep at home.
And as Harper describes, there are more breeds of sheep than people may realize.
I'm taking care of Southdowns, which are sheep.
All right. There are different kinds of sheep. Tell our listeners what the different kinds of sheep are, because I just think of the white fluffy ones, but there's other kinds, right?
Yeah.
So do you know the names of them?
There's some Monodales, there's some Southdowns, there's some Polypays. I don't know, there's Dorfers.
Do they act differently? Do the sheep act differently, or are they kind of, it's a sheep?
Southdowns are way more calmer.
The sheep are judged on their appearance. Opal Ryan says that finer criteria are based on the breed itself.
It kind of just depends what kind of breed you are. But if it's for market lambs, like what I show, it's basically just about the muscle and how they look from the profile. You want them kind of a flat back, run uphill, long neck.
Taking care of sheep requires a lot of work. Olive Ryan says their attitude plays a major role in the care that they need.
I think sheep have lots of personality. Some of my sheep are a little bit silly sometimes, I guess.
Silly like how?
I don't know. They'll just start jumping around their pen or something. It's funny to see.
So sheep get the zoomies.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I thought only my pug got the zoomies, but clearly sheep do as well. That's awesome. Do you have any funny stories that you have about maybe a sheep getting the zoomies?
I don't know, not really, not that I can think of.
All right. What about getting out? Has the sheep ever gotten out and you've had to chase it down?
I think one time, but they just they run back to the barn. They don't really run away.
That's good.
They like the barn.
That's good. I had to chase a goat one time, and that was not a pretty picture. I'm not a big fan of chasing goats.
Reagan Funderburk adds that sheep often mirror the attitudes of their carers as well.
Probably like not getting stressed out and probably just like staying calm because when you stay calm, your sheep stays calm, and that just makes the whole showing process easier.
So they really can like feel
Yeah,
all
yeah,
of that as far as you
yes.
taking care of them. When you're anxious, they get anxious as
Yes.
well. All right. Yeah, that's that makes things a little bit more challenging,
Mhm.
especially when they're being all zoomy and having all the personalities.
Yeah.
You can find news and competition results from the fair on TaylorvilleDailyNews.com. Just click the Christian County Fair logo at the top of the webpage. Charlie, Harper, Olive, and Opal Ryan, along with Reagan Funderburk, appeared as guests on the WTIM Morning Show as part of our Christian County Fair coverage. The Better Business Bureau is warning of new AI scams. However, they say it's an old scam, just a new twist, taking someone's voice and changing it into an artificially intelligent generated robocall. These scams are in use for only a few seconds of a person's recorded voice. That's all they need to send fake messages, then call on the recipient's urgency to manipulate them. According to Dan O'Brien, a scam investigator with the Better Business Bureau, these AI generated calls often target seniors. O'Brien suggests one way to prevent these AI generated scams is to establish a safe word with a loved one. When on the phone, use a safe word, like a password, before continuing with the conversation. If the AI generated voice fails to provide the safe word, then you would know that it's a scam. Drones are becoming more popular and more accessible, but Ameren, Illinois wants to remind operators, especially youth, to know of their surroundings. The utility's Carly Combest says that if your drone gets stuck in power lines, do not attempt to remove it yourself. Contact Ameren, Illinois at 1-800-755-5000. This will conclude the second portion of your expanded local news, brought to you by CNB Bank and Trust. Moving now to obituaries, which can be found at TaylorvilleDailyNews.com and are brought to you by Sutton Memorial Home. 78-year-old Joseph Henry Halbert of Dwight, Illinois, formerly of Kincaid, died July 9th. Visitation is August 16th from 1 p.m. until 4 p.m. at Reeves Funeral Home in Gardner, Illinois. Cremation rights have been accorded, and funeral arrangements are being handled by Reeves, Fruland, and Baskerville Funeral Home in Gardner, Illinois. "74-year-old Jean Marie Ortman of Taylorville died July 13th. Visitation is July 21st from 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. at Sutton Memorial Home in Taylorville. Funeral service will be July 21st at 1 p.m. at Sutton Memorial Home in Taylorville. Burial will be at Oak Hill Cemetery. Funeral arrangements are being handled by Sutton Memorial Home in Taylorville. And 78-year-old Pamela Jo Lanzotti of Taylorville died July 9th. Graveside service is today, July 18th at 2 p.m. at Oak Hill Cemetery in Taylorville. Funeral arrangements are being handled by McClure Funeral Home in Taylorville. Get details on these and other local news stories at TaylorvilleDailyNews.com, or you can hear them every hour on WTIM, your only local news radio.